Here we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our show, Modeling Success Successfully podcast. Today we have not one but two special guests with us. Audio
Yes, sir.
engineer, not just audio engineer, but producer also, certified, Danny and Wallard. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome them in, please.
Hey, what's up, bro? I'm the Heartbreak Kid. You can find my IG at the Heartbreak Kid, THA. Heartbreak Kid, you already know, with the underscore at the end. My boy Wallard here. We got a music group going on, Live Wire. You know what's going
Yes,
on,
sir.
man?
Awesome,
Understood.
guys. Welcome, welcome. Thank you. Thanks so much. So, anyone watching this, I'm going to give you guys a quick rundown of what you're going to expect so you'll know what at the point of a live stream what's going to happen. It's going to be about 45 minutes to 1 hour live stream. So, we're going to talk about career, music, success, and overall what it takes. And of course, everything is based on our experiences. What I say might not relate to someone else, but it might, or in other words, it might just confirm that whatever you knew, someone else is thinking the same and doing it. So that's going to give you that confidence to push it more forward. The goal is to unify together and basically support one another. I like that background, Danny. That's what's up.
Thank
I like
you.
that. All right, guys, let's do this. Let's start with you, Danny. Why don't you tell us what you do and what the goals are and what the basically future is for you?
Well, I'm an artist and I'm an audio engineer. I went to college for it. We graduated back in July, I believe. And yeah, my goal is just continue doing music, continue striving for greatness, and to hopefully get on top. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. That's right. I like that. You see, guys, one thing right I picked up from that I can personally relate to is the attitude and the confidence. So one thing that McGregor, this is completely off topic, the UFC MMA fighting McGregor. The reason
Yeah.
McGregor became who became is because of his attitude. He put the words out there and then he basically dared himself on the national television so he can match his actions to his words. And I like that,
Right.
and I see a lot of similarities from Danny right there. Waller, the same question for you. Where you come from? What do you do? What's the goal? Can we help you get there?
Well, I'm out Long Island, New York. Shit. I always been around this area, been fucking staying down, putting on for the artists, man. Whether it's like giving out beats, fucking giving out features, just trying to like empower everyone who trying to like deliver on their dreams. Everybody who's really going for that shit. You know what I mean? Like, I know how hard it is because I did this shit legit. Like, I went to school and I got an education for this shit, so I understand the hustle. And I appreciate everybody who fucking makes music, So
Yes,
I
sir.
basically just continue to make my music, make my beats, keep my head up, and stay humble. Practically, just
No
waiting to
cat.
lift off. Live wire up next, man.
No cat. No kids.
There you go. That's awesome, man. That's what's up. Uh, you know, in business, I see a lot of similarities in what you said and what I've been doing and what I've been learning. In business, usually they say if you're when you're first starting, you need to help people. You need to add value to someone
Definitely,
else
for
before
sure.
asking anything
Right.
back. And then
Right.
when you get to a certain position, certain level, the tables are gonna turn. People are gonna start doing a lot of same thing that you were doing when you were
Yep.
trying on the climb. So that's what's up, dude. That's exactly what you did. The first step just solidified it, and you just started adding value to people around you, and that's gonna come back in many folds, man. You're just planting seeds here and there. That's awesome.
Exactly.
For sure.
That's awesome. That's awesome. All right. So let's. I wanna ask you guys a few specific questions, and just to get a vibe of going. What the I want to connect business and
Mm.
being an artist, and knowing that in this day and age, in 2021, given the tools and everything we have over here in America, and business and how you can merge the two together, and I want
Mm.
you guys' opinions about that. So, if you want, Danny, if you want to go.
Um, like, so you mean you're talking about like
Like,
business and like
what I want
music?
to know is how basically you go about merging your talent and business, because you have to simultaneously be an entrepreneur and an artist at the same
Yeah.
time. That's like two
Right.
careers, and a lot of
Well,
times you
that's
have to do that, full time. So, how do you guys juggle it?
exactly. So I juggle at that. I started rapping. You know what I'm saying? I was like 16 years old, started rapping, and then I realized that I really just wanted to do that. You know what I'm saying? So then my mom's telling me I gotta find something that I need to make money and be able to chase my dreams at the same time. So then I just thought about going to college for audio engineering, you know what I'm saying? And then I first went there thinking I was, I'm gonna just go there and make connections, you know what I'm saying? Meet a lot of people, and then boom, I'm gonna just keep rapping. And I don't even care about the audio engineering. But then I went there and I saw that it's like really like that's the art of music, you know what I'm saying? Audio engineering, mixing it, mastering it, all that, you know what I'm saying? Producing. And I ended up falling in love with that shit, and then now that's my plan B, and my plan A is being an artist, you know what I'm saying? The plan B is an income for audio engineering, still doing what I'm loving, and then plan A is being an artist, you know what I'm saying?
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Well, Wallard, what about you? How are you juggling business, being an entrepreneur and an artist simultaneously?
I think really it's about thinking about your music as a business, really, because you could treat it as an art or you could treat it as a business. I mean, you guys kind of like a little balance of both. You have to like get recognized with, because you have to know your value. You have to establish on like you gotta make people realize what like who you are without even you saying it. You need a signature sound. You need a signature look. You need your own signature thing. You know what I mean? That's why you gotta establish a name. You gotta get a logo. You gotta get your shit together. You know what I mean? Get a brand to represent your idea. Don't even have to ramble on. Get like just one thing for them to look at and like it captures your attention type shit.
That's a great point, man. In other words, stand out. Stand out, be unique. I remember when what was that? Birdman back in the days. This is 05 and stuff. When Lil Wayne and Birdman they were killing it back in the days. Where Bling where Birdman regretted not trademarking Bling word, and it came out of there how he could have made that. And then Weezy F Baby he trademarked that. So that's exactly what you're touching on. And if you do that sooner in your career, and if you make that grow with your career, you're basically going to capitalize a lot more. Very good, man. That's what's up. Awesome. Appreciate you guys. Great answers. And my amazing viewers, if you guys have any questions, you can always ask in a live chat section. If we have time, we'll get back to it. Otherwise, if we have time at the end, we'll dedicate like 5 minutes for Q&As. Otherwise, if you're watching this video after the live stream, you can just go ahead and leave a comment section under the video. Also, in the description, you're going to find the handles for Danny and Wallard, so you can follow them on all the social platforms.
Really? No.
There you go. So, Danny, question for you. What's one thing you wish you had known when you began your career in music?
Well, when I first began, I wish I had known that it doesn't just you can't just like come up with a song and say, oh yeah, this is a hit song, I'm gonna blow up. You know what I'm saying? That's what I thought at first. And then I learned the hard way. You know what I'm saying? Took me some years, and then so I wish I knew that, you know what I'm saying? Because they make it seem, oh, you can just make a hit song. Nah, you need a team behind you. So.
Right. But it sounds easy. And a lot of things in life, it sounds easier than done making a hit song, right?
Yeah.
And especially making a hit song, setting the bar so high for your own self. Now you have to do it again.
Yeah, now you gotta top that. Now you gotta make a better song than that. Yeah, it's definitely hard.
So do you guys take that under consideration when making music? Like, for example, let me not make this too much of a banger, so next time I can make it even better, or you just go full in on every time?
I think I just music has always been like a passion. So whenever it's like a sound that I love, I'm gonna just like manifest that shit and then just like it, you know what I mean? So if I hear something, I'm like, man, I want to do something like this, then I'm gonna like find my own way to execute it and like just follow out, like ride that vibe out type shit.
Nice, man. Taking matters in your own hands. That's exactly what I said too. I basically had a choice. How families go. I was told to go to school and go learn, get a degree, go work for somewhere, and hopefully move up the ladder. But I decided to put the chips in my own basket and become an, entrepreneur. Nowadays, you see a lot of entrepreneurship in everyone's bios. But I decided to basically. First day I was I got to see some, over here in Cal State University in Northridge. For September 1st, I was supposed to start the university, but instead, September 1st, I bought a car wash. With two of my friends, we partnered up, we got a car wash. So that was my decision: is like going to learn business or going to do business. I just want.
I mean, there's two ways of learning, man. There's two ways: hands-on, and then there's visual.
Doesn't stop.
Yes, sir.
Doesn't stop, and I love it. Honestly, the more and more I grew up, I learned that knowledge is kind of a game of its own. When you know it, it's like analytics. If you understand, if you can look at numbers and figure things out, get an idea out of it, well, you're ahead. A lot of people can't do that. So, all right, moving forward, guys. Question for you, Wallard. What is your biggest failure, and what did you learn from it specifically in artistry?
My biggest failure.
One of them. First thing that pops off the top of your head.
You know what? Yeah, I got one. I think my biggest failure of an artist was not realizing the amount of advertising and like promoting it takes to get a project to take off. Like you'll get some shit like, yeah, it's about to go to be a hit, bro.
Yeah.
Drop that shit. You wake up the next morning like 100 views. Like, what the fuck, bro? Like, I thought I was gonna blow up. I thought I was gonna wake up rich. Like, what the hell happened, man? I was working for months on this shit and it got like 100 views. Like, there's a lot more work that goes into it. You got to realize that it's a whole business promoting this shit. And like, it's definitely. I should have known it when I started, but it's part of learning, man. Like I never sat and tried to learn the business before I started to rap. I just heard like a Future song, like, damn, this beat is hard, bro. Let me start rapping on this.
Yeah.
Okay. Exactly, man. Exactly. Danny, same question to you. What is your one of the failures that pops off the top of your head that you learned earlier on in your career?
I think it has like something to do with like what Wally was saying, because like I spent hundreds and hundreds of dollars on promotion myself, you know what I'm saying, on Instagram and stuff like that, thinking, this shit's gonna blow up. It still didn't even blow up, you know what I'm saying? And you need a whole team behind you. You can't just have, I have one manager and this, that, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can have a manager and shit, that shit's nice, but it's like, you need a team, you need a person that's running the business, you know what I'm saying, pushing your music, getting the videos done for you, paying, you know what I'm saying? You need all that. You need a team behind you, and you're not going to go nowhere without it, you know what I'm saying? So that's one of mine.
Totally know exactly what you mean, and the keyword I can take out of your answer is the teamwork, dude. Teamwork. You know, Walt Disney himself. This was his quote: "Teamwork makes the dream work." And it's good. This analogy is correct in business. This analogy is correct in being an artist, being any profession you might be. It's very true. You have to. It's just that's the name of the game. And whoever this is just happening to them, they need to realize, no, everyone goes through the same thing. A lot of people have easier way to it, but not the majority that the people want to make it from the ground up. That's a good answer. I appreciate you guys, and to our viewers watching this, you might think that was a question that Gore asked and what Danny and Wallard answered, but in reality, that there is an underlying message where both of them just showed the entire world how humble they can be, because it takes a lot of guts to say I'm wrong at something, no matter how big or small it is. And I'm wrong at many things myself. I can sit here and admit it myself. But a lot of people, they're too cocky. Their ego is too big. And in my experience, if your ego is large, that means you have limitations on your learning. If you have limitations on your learning, you have limitations on your advancement, which means your competition is going to kick your ass. That's how I see it. You know what I mean? That's true. You guys are solid, man. And I want the viewers, whoever didn't catch on that, definitely make note of that, and be sure to follow both of these gentlemen. You guys are going to get a lot of entertainment, information, and they're setting the blueprint. If you're watching this at home, you want to be an artist yourself, they're going through the hoops. Learn from them. You don't need to make the same mistakes or just to learn it. You can totally learn from someone else's mistake if you can. And that's where another advantage lies in anything you do. So that's why it's a really, really good thing for everyone to watch. Guys, Danny, question. What advice would you give to someone watching this that wants to pursue a career similar to yours?
Don't think everything on the internet is true, and don't think that nothing you can just get it like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't. It takes time, takes dedication, takes knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Like, I went to school for this, and it's like, even still, I feel like I barely know anything. You know what I'm saying? And it
Tell
takes
me more
time.
about school, Danny. Tell me more about school. Like, what is it in school? Because when you mentioned that, this is what I get out of it. You basically, about being an artist, being a musician, you got an education on the street. You're street smart. I can tell because I'm smart too. But you also book smart too, because I like reading, not reading, but studying. Whatever interests me, I like to read about that here and there, no matter where. I'm noticing a lot of similarities. So, what is it in school that you learned that you decide you understood? Oh, this is what I thought before coming here.
I learned how to, like, you know, consoles like the SSL, just a bunch of different consoles to audit, and I learned how to use those, how to literally wrap cables, and like they teach you the most basic shit, and then they teach you DB, they teach you everything. Like, and I didn't even know what I was learning. I'm just sitting there taking notes. I was never the kid in class, like when I was in high school or elementary school. I never took notes. I never did my homework. Never really passed tests like that. But then all of a sudden here, I'm like just taking notes, fucking doing everything. You know what I'm saying? And I just realized I fucking love this shit, and I just want to continue on this path. You know what I'm saying? And I already knew I was going to go down this path. It was just a matter of time. You know what I'm saying?
Nice, man. Nice. Wallard, same question to you. What advice would you give someone that is thinking of going in a same or similar career to yours? What would you say about that?
I mean, I would say just go on YouTube, because YouTube and Google is the most powerful tools. I mean, people don't understand it, but most of the shit that you're gonna learn is on YouTube.
Yes.
And if you have the mental dedication to sit there and actually watch through the videos, don't skip around. I mean, if they're like rambling at the beginning, obviously skip through that shit. But like, if you don't slack on your learning and you really like sit and you give everything time that you want to learn, you will learn what you need to learn. You don't even got to spend money like that. I mean, if you want to do this and you're somebody at home, all you need is dedication. That's all I gotta say.
And add on to what Wally's saying, he's 100% right about this. Know why? Because we were in school and coronavirus hit, and then we had to not go to school, and everything was hands on. They're teaching us, and then all of a sudden we're learning through Zoom, through YouTube. You know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden, YouTube, like I'm watching videos on YouTube and I know exactly what they're talking about because we learned it at school. You know what I'm saying? So YouTube, it's fucking vital. He's 100% right.
That's awesome, and I agree with that 100%. YouTube, see, one thing that it makes us to feel that way is because it's so customized. You go over there and you search the topic you're interested in. And school has to be something similar. We shouldn't be forced, like the subjects and the careers and the what do you call them? Profession. What do you call it in school when you choose your career? There is a word to that. I forgot. Your
profession.
Profession, and then there's a sub-profession and something like that. You go over there and they tell you have to do this in order to get to there. But like 40-50% of the classes, it's irrelevant. You don't even want to be in it. And that's the reason we don't relate to that. But the YouTube solves that problem. YouTube doesn't force you to take 10 classes where 5 of them you don't feel or you're not interested in. You only hear and learn whatever you're searching, putting in a search bar. And that's what makes it customizable. And my personal opinion about YouTube and learning, I did the same thing for business. I swear to God, I've opened multiple businesses throughout the times. I've personally interviewed over 1,000 people, and I hired over 300 people throughout the time working with me. But long story short, what I've learned is every single step is a challenge in its own, where it needs to be understood and dealt with. So, for example, like simple, where you need to hire a person to start working for you. You need to do that the right way. What would I do? YouTube. I swear to God, I learned almost everything on YouTube, how to conduct it, how to do this, how to do that, and it worked for me. You guys just gave the same answer, and it worked for you. And if you guys, obviously, you're using YouTube, you're on YouTube, but YouTube is not just for entertainment; it's also for your career and for your own learning too. Especially in this day and age, people complain that a lot of jobs are going to get lost because of AI and robots and this and that.
Nope.
Okay, but you need people to control the robots, right? All you gotta do. Go ahead, Dan.
Yep. No, and you're 100% right. And I say control the robots, but also like you, if it gets to that point, you're gonna need entertainment. There's a lot of people, you know what I'm saying. It's gonna probably shift to where robots are controlling cooking, this and that. But people, I know a lot of people's gonna switch to entertainment, YouTube, and you see a lot of girls on OnlyFans now. Like,
Yeah, dude, that's crazy. At first, I'm engaged, so I'm not on the market anymore. So OnlyFans, I wouldn't even talk about OnlyFans or anything like that.
yeah,
I
exactly.
said that it was related to pornography or things like that at
Yeah,
first. And then I
exactly.
saw businesses and stuff popping up, so I still stay away from that. So it's
Exactly.
interesting, but what I'm noticing is YouTube is becoming very, very tight as far as their viewership goes. And I notice a lot of people complain how it trims their views. I don't know why. So, but that's a different topic we can talk about. Danny, I indirectly got this answer out of the Wallard already, so I wanna get your opinion on this too. What are the best resources that have helped you along the way in your career as far as music that you use? What resources and tools do you recommend people to use?
I say well YouTube obviously, and then I think the big tool was what was that website, Wally, that they told us at school? It was a website that they, if you like looked up a certain thing, it'll show you like businesses or they're hiring information on it.
Indeed, was it
It was
Indeed?
Indeed, yeah. No, it was like
That's
something
funny.
like it
That's
was.
where I put my advertisings to hire
Oh, you
people.
did. It was.
It's a
So
great website. It is.
It is. It
it
was.
is
It's something. It was Indeed and something else. I forgot the website, but it was. It was more for like the music side of the
ah
like, industry. You know
understood.
what I'm saying? And it was or well, I don't know. Just I forgot what website it was,
Well, if you guys want
but definitely.
since we can give you at this seconds the specific website, what you can do is you can totally make a note to Google it. Top websites for beginner artists or something like that. You can totally
Yeah.
Google
No.
it, and I'm pretty sure the top links will pop up. All right, guys, let's move forward and let's see if there is any Metro Elevator. Shout out to you. Welcome. Fitness and gymnastics. Welcome. Welcome. We do have a question from our guests, fitness and gymnastics. Let's go ahead and highlight our guests. And they're asking for the guests, how do you come up? What kind of lyrics rap songs to rap sing about? So basically, how do you come up with the topic?
It's. I feel like the beat really the beat speaks to you, and it needs to be a vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like the lighting needs to be right, the room needs to be right. You need to be around good people. You know what I'm saying? Good vibes, and it's, I feel like it just comes to you, and you just have to practice every day towards something. You know what I'm saying? Like I think they said what 10 hours, 10 hours, 10,000 hours plus or something like that. You become a professional. Like you need to keep practicing and go past that. You know what I'm saying? And just continue. And then every day, if you just hear a beat, you'll just start rhyming to the beat. You know, to the melody. You know what I'm saying?
Totally, totally. And I did calculate that 10,000 hour, you need to have 10,000 hours of experience in order to be considered a professional. It comes
Yeah,
out to like 8, 9 years, depending how much you work and if you count
yeah.
Saturday, Sunday. So totally, it's a lot of time. It's a lot of time. That's good, man. Anything you want to add to that, Waller? To our
Yeah.
guest's question, or we're good?
I would say it's definitely about the vibe. I mean, if you're sitting in like a dark room with nothing on your wall and you're listening to a beat, I mean, what are you gonna come up? You're limiting your visions, you're limiting your mind and imagination. Like, go out and experience things. Like, if you want to rap about something, go out. I mean, I'm not saying if you're trying to rap about killing someone, go out and kill somebody, but like, go out, like, get some sunshine, go to the beach, like, go out in
Positive.
nature and get some nature vibes, you know what I mean? Like once you're outside, you'll just expand yourself, expand the vision, you know?
Yep.
Totally, ideas will start flowing, and you'll take it from there. And at some point, maybe you'll get a sidetrack too because of having too many good ideas.
Yeah,
Uh,
exactly.
I get that, and I guess freestyle rapping works the same way, right? You kind of look around you and you use props and stuff, and you go
Yep.
about that. That's cool. And one thing I got out of your answer, Wallard, was the experiences. You know, going out there and experiencing. One see in life when you travel places, it's hard to remember names or addresses or anything,
Yeah.
but experiences you remember because experiences directly connect to the feelings. And when you think of a topic or subject or an area that you travel to, you get a feeling about that. That feeling is directly tied to the experience you had with that place. So totally I get you. When you're vibing, you have an entourage around you who is, you know, on the same vibration. You're feeling each other. You don't need to
Yep.
explain every single word to
Yeah.
have your meaning. Things just start happening. Totally get that. Fitness and gymnastics, thanks so much for your question. I appreciate you. um, all right, let's go ahead and move on with our next question. Next question we have for you guys is, um, what are the three people who have been in the most influential to you and why? Let's start with you, Danny. So if you can make three people, it could be personal, could be career, could be both, could be
Like
history.
who inspired me to like you know what I'm saying, like someone I looked up to type shit.
Yes, who
Um,
inspired you and influenced you. It's kind of similar, you know, inspiring, being influenced. You like both of them. So there
I
you go.
feel like to be honest, I feel like no one, no celebrity, no. I feel like I never looked up to nobody in my life besides the people that I surround myself by. You know what I'm saying? And I look up to myself. I look up to Wally. I look up to DYG, HLE, all my people that I make music with, and it's really a little competition between us, a friendly competition because we all trying to do better than the next. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that those are the people I look up to, like everyone that's around me and I surround myself with. You know what I'm saying?
Totally, man. Totally. Company is everything. Waller, what's your take on that? What are the do you have a few? Do you have people that influenced you or encouraged you, motivated you with the career you've started?
I would say the same shit as Dan said. I mean, just like once I surrounded myself with the right people, the people who had the same vision as I had, like other artists who were like, all right, I want to pursue my dream, and then there's nothing that's going to get in the way of it. That just helped. That's like, if you're around people that are sitting around on the corner, you're going to end up sitting around on the corner. You're going to
Yep.
stand
Facts,
around on the
man.
corner with them. If you're hanging out with people that are making music, being successful,
Yes,
doing
sir.
doing what you want to do, it's gonna motivate you to get up to their level or surpass their level. So I think that's a great answer. And on some corny shit, probably Eminem. Because when I was a little kid and I was
No
just
cat.
listening
No
to
cat.
Eminem, bro, I don't know
Me
why.
too, bro.
I
Me
don't know
too.
why. When I was a little kid, even my mom's fuck with Eminem. We just sitting in the car bumping
Yep.
Eminem. I'm like, I feel like I
Dude,
can do this,
I
bro.
did the same thing with 50 Cent, man.
Yeah. 50 Cent. Eminem.
Get Rich
Eminem
or
and
Die
50,
Trying
man.
album we were listening together. I swear. Now to think of, yeah, that's awesome, dude. That's a really solid answer. And I believe Warren Buffett said this. He said, if you wanna know who you are, just take a look around yourself. You're the average of the five people the most you hang out with.
Mm.
That basically goes to say what you said. If you're surrounding yourself with like-minded individuals who are on the same path, it doesn't matter if they're. I'll put it in YouTube terms so it can be so you can people viewing this can get the point clearly. It doesn't matter if your group mate has, for example, 1 million subs on YouTube and you have 100 subs on YouTube. What matters is if you're on a parallel path. Now, their time might have been different than from yours. So you don't need to compare yourself to them. Not at all. Competing with them is very different from comparing yourself to them. The only
Yeah.
person you compare to is you yourself from yesterday, from a week ago, because the only person you're in competition with is yourself. The people around you, they're just motivating you. And hey, if they happen to be in the same career and say 10 times more ahead because they started, say, 10 years before you started, even better for you. It'll rub off on you. And so that's why I don't get this might get a little negative. That's why I don't get haters. Like why people hate on someone else's success. I've
Yeah.
never understood that. You should be happy, especially when you're close to them, dude. If
Yeah.
you why you mad about
100%.
someone else's success? I don't get that.
100%.
It's usually insecurities, man. I mean, if
Yeah.
you're upset at somebody's success, it's because you're not in their position. You're mad that you're not them. You know what I mean? So if I hate to me is like I'm doing something good if I got haters,
Yeah.
man, because they want to
Yeah,
beat
no
me.
cap.
So shit.
That's
I
true.
must be doing
That's true.
something right?
Absolutely, absolutely. That you don't want yes men all around you. You do want them also because the haters can they have their own analytics too. So you might get I'll give it to you this way. In business, let's say someone came in and they gave me a 1-star review on Yelp, for example. I might learn something from that review that we're doing and fix that and not get another any negative review again. So same thing goes for you. If you're working on your craft, doing something successful, I don't think anyone should hate. And if that hater got the same opportunity, I guarantee you 99.9% of them wouldn't be able to pull off what you, Danny, or me have been pulling off. That's just how it goes. I
Amen. No
appreciate
cap.
you guys' answer. All right, let's see what other questions do we have. Do we have any question from the chat? We have David Centeno. Shout out to you. Hey Gore, sorry I'm late. No worries, brother. Welcome. Danny Centeno is actually a photographer and videographer. He's a professional. He has over
Oh
10
wow.
hours in it, and he's gonna be a guest to our podcast in a couple of weeks from now. So
Nice.
yeah, thank you so much for dropping in, David. I appreciate you. Question for you, Waller. What is the one common myth about your profession or field that you want to debunk, that you think it's not fake and you want to basically put it out there? Anything that people claim that you experienced that is not it? Any myth in your career?
It's a tough question. That's a good question.
Danny, if you're ready, if you want to take over until
I think you know what, maybe I got something. Some people say you need like a $1 million studio to make a hit.
Yep.
Like you can make a hit in your bedroom. You can make a hit in your closet. You can make a hit
we proved
in your
that.
kitchen.
It's been done, right?
Anywhere. It's been done many times. Many hits
XX
have been made in places that weren't like all that. Like
XXX Tentacion made a hit song. I forgot it was one of his hit songs with the iPhone headphones. Are you kidding me? iPhone headphones, you sit in there.
What a great point you just made, man! What a great point. So see, that goes for everything, guys. You're watching this. You're the only thing holding yourself back from getting to wherever you want to go is the story you tell yourself, plain and simple.
Yeah.
If you're telling yourself, "I don't have the $1 million studio, this that to make a hit song, then to make it," dude, that story is holding yourself back, and you're the one telling that story to yourself.
It's just an excuse. It's just an excuse that your mind is giving.
There you go, bro. That's a great point. Danny, do you want to add anything to it, or should we move forward in regards to any common myth you want to debunk about the industry?
Nah. That's pretty much it. That's
sounds good. Sounds good, bro. Sounds good. Let's switch it up a little, guys. If you could step into my shoes, what questions would you ask that I haven't asked?
Could we ask you questions?
Thank you.
What got you into doing this?
What got me into doing this? Two things. Number one, I never liked advertising myself as a person. So I never had a social media to post myself and here is me, here is that. But at the same time, I always had love for social media and I was always on it. I was one of the first people to be on Instagram. And that's when back in car wash days, 2000. 10, 11, and I was one of the first car washes to be on Instagram. So I would post all the Lambo Ferraris. We got good friends. Luckily, they would bring in their fancy cars, all the Phantoms and the LP640, one of a kind Lambos. A long story short, we would post it, and the reason I started doing that is because I found a way where I can actually monetize the time that I put on social media. I thought to myself, there's two ways you can do it. Either you can create it or consume it. And if I just post a picture of myself, What am I doing? Selling myself? No. If someone gonna buy me or something like that, no, I'm not selling. But if I put myself and position myself as a podcast host, maybe people like that are doing other podcasts that are or in a business industry or that are YouTubers would relate and invite, and the brand can grow from there. And the goal for this is to grow a brand. And I want to actually do what McGregor did to himself. I want to challenge myself on national TV. In 5 years' time, I want this channel to be at 1 million subscribers, and I want you guys to come back, and you guys are going to be a lot bigger than that by then, God willing. But I want this platform to become a place where people come and just chit chat and really casual, because and help them to bring more awareness to what they do. So that the reason I wanted to do that is because I found a way where I can make this a brand, then it's worth my time creating and putting it. But if I'm just going to put it myself, I'm not about that. So that's
exactly.
That's
Nice.
Thank you, man. Thank you. That was a good question. This is going to be. What about you, Wallard? Any questions? Do you wanna? Did you want me to ask that I didn't get to ask, or do you want to ask me anything, or should I move forward?
I think you did a great job, bro. I mean, you're doing
Awesome.
a great show here. I fuck with it, man. I fuck with the vibes.
I appreciate you, brother. That means a lot. Believe it or not, this is our second podcast. So this is
Wow.
yeah, it was second podcast we're doing. And number one thing I want to do is I want to make sure I don't waste nobody's time. Bring volume.
Right.
And most importantly, don't pretend to be someone you're not. And if you don't know something, there's nothing wrong with it. The sooner you accept it, the sooner you learn it, the sooner you'll know it. So that's pretty much how I want to position this podcast, because that's how I am too in personal life. All right, guys, moving forward. What does modeling success and doing it successfully mean to you, Wallard?
I would say, depending on what you want to do, don't beat around the bush. If you gotta get a certain type of education, go get that education. Because there's nothing stopping you but your mind. Because if you limit yourself, oh, I don't want to do that. Oh, I'm not getting that education. Oh, I don't want to spend a year. I don't want to spend 2 years doing this. You just gotta get past the part in your mind that's like used to your surroundings and just expand. You know what I mean? Like you need to like grow up in a sense, type shit.
Very true. Yeah, it is. That's exactly what it is. You need to grow up, and like Danny was saying earlier during the interview too, when he went to school for music and stuff, he's like, I'm here. I gotta take notes. I gotta take this shit seriously. Otherwise, like DJ Khaled says, you're gonna play yourself. And you don't want to play yourself. The only if you're
No, you don't.
it's not high school anymore. In other words, you get what I mean.
Yes,
It's up to you. You're spending your time. Might as well do it properly. And one thing I wanted to touch up on the answer that you gave, Wallard, is when I first started doing YouTube with I didn't know anything, specifically with edits and stuff. I realized that, hey, this is something I really need to learn. You need to learn how to do the edits, how to do this, how to do a few Photoshop skills, and that goes for anything. You guys need to I'm not talking about you, the viewers. Anything that you want to do in life, doesn't matter whether you're an artist, business, or a scientist. Anything doesn't matter what your career is. First thing you want to do is you want to make sure to take action, write it down. Make an actionable state, because if it's just in your head, it's not tangible, it's not real, it's going to evaporate just like the water. You pour it on a concrete, sun hits it, it evaporates as if it wasn't even there. Same thing is going to happen with your dreams. If you really have been thinking about something, put it down on a piece of paper. Get it out of your head, make it tangible where you can touch it and feel it. Same thing I did. I really wanted to do YouTube and do this podcast and put the knowledge that I got YouTube, put it back out there and help people to do the same thing in their own respectful fields, which is why I had to learn editing. So taking up on new skills is definitely something you shouldn't shy away from, because, it's anything at first it's hard, just like learning to ride a bicycle.
Exactly.
It's just getting past the mental block, man. Once you're there, then it's building upon. And once you're building upon a short amount of knowledge, then you're already there. You're already in the right mind state. So
Awesome, man. Awesome. Danny, same question to you. What does modeling success and doing it successfully mean to you?
It means to me longevity. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to build an empire, I guess you can say. Like,
I love that.
You know what I'm saying? For like my family, like for my kids, you know what I'm saying? When I want my kids have money. You know what I'm saying?
Generational.
Yeah, exactly. And then just to always be remembered. You know what I'm saying? And just to always be leave a mark on this world. You know what I'm saying?
Nice, man.
So
nice. That's what's up. I totally do. That's exactly what I'm doing with myself too, trying to build a generational wealth and hopefully be the first person in my family to break that, not the poverty, but the chain that holds you back and always that not having the abundance feeling financially.
Yep. Exactly.
And shout out to Cookies, Burner, and Adis and Alec. If you guys are watching this, shout out to you guys. And you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I'll let you guys in. Adis and Alec, they're my actually it was me, Adis and Alec bought the car wash together. They're partners with Burner. Cookies, they got the brand together.
Wow,
nice.
They're my childhood friends. So we
shout out to DJ Works, man.
There you go. So
shout out on Twitch.
And hopefully, Burner, if you're watching this, maybe through Alex or Alec, we'll get you over here too, or along with Scott Storchin over there. We actually have a common friend too, Uncle Vinny. If you're watching this, shout out to you. If you guys are ever in LA area, dude, you gotta hit me up, and then maybe we can all hang out.
Hell yeah, bro. I was there. I was just there fucking when I was like 18. I went there to make a song with Chef. I don't know if you know Chef Boy Bones. I went there to make a song with him when I was 18, when I'm by myself. That shit was
there you go, was a trip, dude. LA is changing fast just like everywhere else, but give it like another 8 more months before you come down, because over here not too sensitive. Things are still closed.
Yeah, of course.
Well, actually, I'll take that back. People are not too sensitive, but everything is just hyped up on a whole another platform. So let me just put it that way before I get any negative feedback. Right. All right, guys, moving on. Question for you, Wallard. If you could go back in time and give your own self an advice, what would you say specifically in regards to music career?
I would say not to rush anything. Like, if you got a vision, take your time with it, because you're not in a you're not in like a race. Life isn't a race. Like, you could become successful at 34, you could become successful at 16. It doesn't matter where you become successful. You just gotta get yourself on the right pace. Like, you don't gotta drop a song every single day. You gotta fucking like make a song that's gonna stick around. You don't want to make a song that's gonna hear it once and it's like, all right, that's cool, I ain't never listening to that again. You want to make some shit that you're gonna put on like 3 years in time. Like, damn, bro, how did I even think of this back then? Like, this shit is crazy, bro. Like, you need to make songs that are gonna last the test of time. That's what my advice would be to myself. You need to really think about every release and think about if it's up to par with your lyrical abilities.
Nice, man. Nice. Quality over quantity.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. I really like that. I appreciate you touching on that. And patience, man. Quality over quantity and patience. Two great points, man. I can talk about those 2 points forever. But same question to you, Danny. If you could go back in time and give yourself an advice beginning of your career, what would you say to align yourself to succeed? Even further.
I think about this all the time, because sometimes I wish that I started earlier. You know what I'm saying? But really just dedication, hard work, and just enjoy what you love doing. You know what I'm saying? You can't do something and not enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? It's not you didn't give it 50%. I want to give this 110%. You know what I'm saying? So really just hard work, dedication, and really just sacrifice a lot, because you're gonna have to if you really want certain things. You know what I'm saying?
Totally, dude. Totally. 100%. Great answer. Commitment. You gotta commit to it. Commit to it. So 3 things that you guys can get out of this answer is: you gotta commit to it, you gotta be patient, and most importantly, you have to not jeopardize the quality. In fact, you have to keep adding the quality. You don't need to add too much, just a little more, just a little more. Just don't call it. Same thing goes for YouTube. We do a lot of YouTube tips too, because I look at YouTube in a business aspect. Everything I look at as business. It's crazy. In life, I look at everything as business. Like when I go outside,
Got to.
yeah, when I go outside to shop and stuff, I see the stuff that I sell. I'm like, dude, I know how much I buy this for. I want to pay it's like 4 times the price. And then I'm like, man, and I tell myself that's the convenience fee we're paying. So,
Yeah, exactly. Convenience fee, the refrigerator fee.
there you go. Commitment, dude. Have a commitment. Don't jeopardize the quality of your videos and be patient. I really love that. Guys, we have a question from our viewer, David Centano. He is asking, my question is, with brands reaching out, do they only work with brands they believe in and use, or are they open to businesses with anyone?
I would say you're gonna need to establish yourself. You're gonna need to have, I'm not saying be big on social media, but have a reputation, have something behind you that people, oh, this is the guy from this, oh, this is the guy who did this. Like you need to have something on your belt that shows you that you are a part of the scene, whether it's like music video, whatever you feel is appropriate with your really budget, everything you need to get done at the moment. Because I've been there. I've been broke trying to make music, trying to succeed. Whatever you could do. I mean, even if it's just a video on YouTube, you just make a little picture yourself or get some like royalty free image off Google or some shit, or whatever you got to do. I mean, the best that you could do is the best that is gonna come from you. So whatever effort you put into it is what it's gonna come out. So
Every shot you don't take, you miss.
exactly. So
100% true.
establish on yourself, man. Get shit out, but don't rush it.
There you go. So, see, build reputation, you said. That's such an important point you just touched up on, because reputation can make you or break you, and people don't realize how small of a world we live in, especially when you got a private jet. So, honestly, it's a small world. If you don't take reputation seriously, then you are just gonna beat around the bush, and you are not going to have the quality that you're going to have, because people with reputation always going to rub elbows with people with reputation. So that's such a great point you mentioned. And work it, most importantly. This analogy I learned and really hit home for me. I want to share with you guys and share with the viewers too. Maybe it can add value to you too. They say when you see a person that the car is broken down on the side of the street and they're sitting in their car, no car pulls over to help them. But if you see a car that's pulled over on a street and the driver is behind it and by himself or herself is pushing the car forward, you're going to see cars pulling up and start helping this person to push. So the moral of the story is, when you help yourself, others are willing to help you too. But if you sit there and wait for others to help you or do it for you, they're never going to do it. So this is so true. Do it. Have a reputation. And David, in my personal opinion, my personal answer to your question would be just to basically carry on with an answer Wallard gave is, you don't need to have too much of a pull on social media and have hundreds and thousands of followers, but you do need to have content, legit, solid, quality content, where they can pinpoint and say, okay, this is this guy doing that, so they can basically put a face to the brand. People connect with other people much faster and easier than with other brands. So that's why when you put a face to the brand, that brand becomes even better. Like, for example, Oprah show. Let's take example. The Oprah show is an Oprah show because of Oprah. Oprah went and opened his own TV channel. The O, I believe, is called. And obviously, it's a hit from the get. Why? Because of Oprah. So everything boils down to you, your reputation, your creativity, your patience, and most importantly, the content you have created and left behind, where people can go and review and form an opinion. So another amazing point. Thank you, David. I appreciate the answer very, very much. Moving forward, guys, we're almost done. Guys, we're almost done. We got about 10 more minutes left. About there. So I want to bring an attention to you guys' music. I know that you guys have a music out, and if you guys can tell our viewers and myself more about the music, what the name is, where they can download it, where they can purchase it, so on and so forth.
Well, for Livewire, we have nothing out really yet, but then we got it in the works. But for my music, it's the Heartbreak Kid, how you spell it, THA, Heartbreak Kid with 2 D's at the end. And that's on every streaming platform, Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube, Amazon Music, everything. You got anything and everything. So, and then, shout out to DYG, shout out to HLE. And I got a EP that was recently put out. It's called 410. It's on Apple Music, everything, SoundCloud. And just look up the Heartbreak Kid on anything you got.
Nice. Thank you. Wallard? Same. Yeah, go ahead.
For me, on all streaming platforms, you could just look up the name that I got on the screen right now, WALLARD. I got some music out, that's all, but I got an EP coming out.
Yes, sir.
Full of brand new music. It's definitely an updated display of my skill. I think I've definitely been waiting to drop my new shit because I feel like I could grow so much more as an artist, and I want to display my talent in the best way possible. So this next EP is going to be exactly that. So
yes, sir.
If you want to stay up to date, you can search up the name, WALLARD at Young Wallard on Instagram. So keep up to date with all my new music, up to date with all new videos, content coming out. Livewire, you can follow on Instagram, Livewire HLE.
Yeah.
Music that's coming out is gonna be on all platforms. So stay up to date, man. We're gonna be
beautiful. Do you guys have a date on the music or not yet?
No, not yet. As if everything's in the works. We got mad songs that's recorded already, but we're just piling them on. You know what I'm saying?
I can vouch for that, guys. Today is Sunday, and you already know. In the Sunday, these guys were in the studio shooting. So it goes to say what kind of heart and what kind of dedication they have to their craft. So that's why I wanted to bring them over to our podcast, talk to them live with you guys so you can see, hear, ask questions, and hopefully learn a thing or two, or just get a confirmation of what you've already known. I wanna really thank you guys. Thank you so much. Special thank you to both of you for taking the time being here. It really means a lot that you guys are willing to put yourself out there, and most importantly show the world that, hey, you don't need to be on top so you can go out there and basically show people, look where I am. You can actually show people where you are from the start. And actually, it's better this way because the people you connect with from the beginning, they're going to stay with you. And along the way, you're going to get more fans added to your fan base. And there, you guys are going to grow together.
Exactly.
Together. So that means you're going to have a lifelong connection.
Yeah.
That right there is timeless.
Yeah, more than anything.
I mean, it's priceless. You can do a lot of good with that, and that's exactly what Dr. Dre is doing too. What I've noticed, he's growing, and Jay-Z too. Actually, specifically Jay-Z, I've noticed that his music started, lyrics and stuff started to adjust as he grew older and older and older.
Yeah.
So that's such a smart thing to do, and good job to you guys on that. And to our viewers, go ahead and follow to these two amazing gentlemen, smart, respectful, humble, and these two individuals are only going up, no questions about that, just like Bitcoin to the moon.
Good looking, man.
There we go. So
thank you for having us, man. Thank you.
Yeah, I appreciate the opportunity, man. For real, this was a great show. What you're doing here is great. Keep up the amazing work, man, for sure.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate you guys. Thank you, guys. Anyone you watching this, if you're an entrepreneur or an artist, you're doing YouTube, anything you're doing out there that you think the viewers can learn from, and you're serious about your craft, you have to be serious about this. Go ahead and send us an email at modelingsuccesssuccessfully@gmail.com. Subject podcast. we'll get in contact and see how we can get you guys over there, get you guys over here to the podcast. And if you guys haven't liked this podcast, what are you waiting for? Smash that like button, give it a big like, and share it out to all the platforms. Let the viewers know. The more people hear it, the more people are gonna learn, the more people are gonna be more educated and adapted towards the presence and reality of business, music, being an artist, having a label, having a team, and what it really takes to be out there and compete with other like-minded or other artists in the industry. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate everything. There is not much to it. I want to last time I want to move the attention to you guys. Danny, if you have any last words to our viewers.
My last words are, you already know, it's Danny, the Heartbreak Kid, aka HBK, East Savage, whatever you want to call me. Shout out Wally, shout out my boy DYG, Don, YG, YB. You already know what's going on, and we're shooting to do great things. You know what I'm saying? And I hope everyone that has a dream just continues to follow it and don't ever let go, because you can. There's no. You didn't get that. You know what I'm saying? There's no.
Yeah. You can't make any shots unless you shoot, man. So just shoot, man. Shoot for the stars.
So true.
Exactly.
So true. I appreciate you. Wallard, any last words for you, brother?
Same shit, man. Shout out the gang. Shout out High Level Entertainment.
Hey.
Everybody, supporting the gang. Shout out everybody. Don Faye, YB, YG, the Heartbreak Kid. Everybody that's part of the vision, man. We're going to the moon.
No cap.
Appreciate you. Thank you. And YG, DJ Mustard, if you guys are watching this, Mustard, specifically you went to high school with David. David and I, we worked together. You were supposed to come down to our shop so we could have hooked you up with some products and stuff. So go ahead. We're still waiting for you. Come and we can maybe connect. I swear to God, my coworker went to high school with DJ Mustard, and they have each other's cell phone numbers and stuff. It's like, he
That's
came
awesome.
to the shop, this, that. We agreed, and then he was in traveling, came back. You know how schedule goes. They're always busy.
Yeah.
It didn't happen. So if you guys are watching this, hit us up. Maybe we can get you both on the podcast. Maybe all three of us plus YG plus DJ Mustard. Maybe we can sit down and talk, and you guys can, share your experience, and maybe we can help one another out. So that we're putting that out there. If you guys are open to it, you know how to reach out to us. Guys, I appreciate you a lot. Thanks so much. Fist pump to both of you guys. You have an amazing rest of the day, bros. Danny, the Heartbreak Kid, Wallard, young Wallard. I appreciate you guys. I'll see you guys.
Thank you. I appreciate you more. Have a nice one, brother.
Thank you, bro. Bye-bye.
What's up?
Bye.